Alright, good morning everyone. Today is May 27th on Wednesday. Okay, everybody feeling good today. I'm just trying to tap in, see how we're feeling, see how we're looking. Okay, we've been using the oil. We're trying to reverse these wrinkles here so we could flex on the ops. Maxing out on looks maxing. We actually invented looks maxing 10 years ago, back in the day, you know. So right now we're doing performance maxing. Right now we're doing performance maxing. So we were just thinking of the complexities of the nervous system. I was opening up the refrigerator with my right hand because it's the right side of the refrigerator. How many times do I open up the right side of the refrigerator with my right hand and never use the left hand in the same fashion? Probably 10 times a day, I would say, when I get a drink for milk, or I make coffee, or get food or snacks or this and that. So those are things to think about because I noticed that both sides of my body are misaligned. Not only that, you have your liver on your right side. So the body is naturally not symmetrical fully. So you got to keep that in mind. And yesterday was a perfect day to get some sunlight. Really get sunlight. This is pretty much max the most weight we could get to, basically, without feeling like terribly uncomfortable. We do feel terribly uncomfortable right now. We gain so much weight that when we walk, it hurts. When we walk, it hurts. So basically, what our goals are as a 150-pound male, 5'9" approximately. And some people say don't do approximates, but if you're always accurate, or you're doing your best to be accurate, I don't think it's an issue. Especially if you always underestimate. So right now we're probably 160, honestly. So that's how we're feeling. We're feeling like we're 160. We've been 170 before with much more muscle, so we know how 170 feels with muscle. Right now we're 160 with the lowest amount of muscle we've ever had. We haven't been strength training, and we were seeing a picture, side to side, a picture of somebody who strength trains and somebody who doesn't strength train. Strength training, muscle, fat picture versus not. Let's see how it looks here. Anyway, we don't feel great. Another thing we noticed with oil and then salt, and then we used a towel afterwards to rub the skin, or we used a paper towel and then we used a towel after that. It felt really good. Felt really good. And I think that when the skin is massaged, the fat could distribute better. You could possibly get more brown fat and less white fat. Let's see, brown fat. What is it? Interesting. very, 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 very cool. Okay, brown fat is utilized to create energy, and white fat is used as a reserve. And babies have more brown fat, mostly in their shoulder blades, because babies cannot shiver to stay warm. This built-in heater is essential for survival. Adults have much less brown fat than infants, but it is still present because it burns glucose and lipids. Science is actively studying its ability to improve insulin sensitivity and support weight management. Okay, so basically, brown fat cells lie dormant most of the time, but they can be activated. So I think when you do a self-massage with the salt, with the coconut oil, or the MCT oil, don't use coconut oil. Don't use oil that hardens at room temperature because it will clog your drains. Olive oil is good. Right here it reads diet and caffeine, certain nutritional factors and metabolic triggers such as caffeine in a standard cup of coffee have been shown to stimulate brown fat activity. So caffeine, possibly, maybe warm coffee compared to cold coffee, or cold coffee if you're in a really hot environment where, or maybe sauna, or vitamin B. There's different ways to activate the body, or to have it create, or to have a healthier balance of fat cells, right? So, instead of turning calories into usable physical energy, it dissipates chemical energy directly as heat, a process called non-shivering thermogenesis. Non-shivering thermogenesis. If it gets distinct brown color from a high density of iron-rich mitochondria, that's what makes it brown fat, defending core temperatures in cold weather. Acts as a natural heater. Huh. And then there's a picture. White fat, brown fat. Very interesting. So, basically, the body, very complex, stocks, very complex, performing. It could be complex, it could be less complex, it could be however you think it. So what your job is, your goals are as a person, talking to me here, for the day is to just do one thing at a time. Play your mage. You haven't played WoW in 9 days. You've been spending time with your fam. You've been eating pizza pies to the face. You've been out of control. But you haven't really been out of control. You've been doing your best. You're getting energy that you're gonna utilize for the summer. Remember, summer's 3 months long. And if you're exercising every day, and you're burning 200 calories, or you have 200 calories less than you're supposed to be getting every day, over 70 or 90 days, that's 1,800 calories divided by 3,500. That's 5 pounds. So you're gonna need the extra energy, especially because you're not a lot of weight. You're only, let's say, 165 pounds and 5'9", the most you could get to. So 20 pounds times 3,500, 70,000. So if you use 2,000 calories a day, how many days do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So you basically have 2 months of a calorie restricted diet by having all this extra weight. And your movements are different than if you didn't have the extra weight. When you're doing a jump, when you're doing a squat, the fat distribution causes the exercises to be different in calisthenics and not calisthenics as well. When you're at a pull-up bar, when you're doing a push-up, that's calisthenics. When you're lifting weight, if your forearm is heavier, or if your arm is heavier because it's storing fat, or if your leg's heavier because it's storing fat, when you do a exercise or you're doing training with your legs, when you're doing squats, you're going to squat different than if you don't have that fat. Because if you could time the drop and then the push up from the squat from the bottom at the right time, you'll have max force, or the best force that you could have. Today is a good day. We probably shouldn't have made this, but we accidentally sold. We didn't accidentally sell, but we sold some baby, and we sold some GME. Unfortunately, we still have 550 shares, but we want to get more. But the reason is because we got 190 or 180 MSTR and ASST. We have 365 shares now. Selling those puts was a big mistake. I don't know why I did that. I don't really know what I was doing. The GME, we have about 405. Okay, picky. We have to delete some of this stuff. Complete full change. Always grab every request. Do not always grab every request beforehand. Focus on max XP. Look for max XP when it comes to quest chain. Max XP to quest. Okay. Alright, everybody. We've been procrastinating. We could have exercised for a whole hour now. risky holding of this MicroStrategy at 159. Very, very risky territory here. Bitcoin 75.8 holding, dipping down from 82 down from 126, currently at 75.8, within a time frame of how long? Nearly 9 months. $58, $49, $60, $75, $9. GME earnings likely to be a smash. GME could go to 25, 30, possibly $95 a share in the next few years, possibly. Gemini down massively yesterday. I scooped up shares at 469. I sold about half of the position at 470 something. Hertz. We think it's likely to go up soon because major stake from Pershing Square, Bill Ackman, and the likes. Significant size of the fleet is electric cars. Due to the high gas prices, people are likely to test electric vehicles at the rental place, as well as the company has some. I don't want to talk out of turn. That's basically the theory on this one. Bed Bath and Beyond. Basically Bed Bath and gone, because once this thing goes up, possibility to go to $20 under the right circumstances. The revenue and the profit increasing right now. Profit unlikely to increase. Cash is dwindling. They're buying a lot of businesses. GameStop, tons of cash. Cash increasing. Major profits. We do like Bed Bath though because the market cap is less. More room for growth. Absolutely incredible.